Hey guys, Greg Jones from Motorcycle and Powersports News. We are at AIMExpo 2022 in Las Vegas. I'm joined by Jay Buckley of Dayco Products, and behind us is his Can-Am X3, and it's our Ride of the Week. Jay, thanks for giving us some of your time today to talk about this Can-Am here that I understand is pretty new to you still, but clearly you've done some awesome stuff to it, and we'd love to know more about it.
Okay, well, I'm an ex-ATV racer, and I started working for Dayco 2 years ago and became interested in side-by-sides at that time because we were developing a new product for them. And I attended a couple of side-by-side events and I was hooked. So I bought this last May, started racing it right away, and I picked up a few sponsors along the way. And you know, if you want to check out the car, I can tell you all about it.
That'd be great. Yeah, just walk us through. You know, I understand even just purchasing it, you know, given the times that we're in and whatnot, it was kind of difficult to land one, but yet you did, and
I did.
You built it up.
I live in Michigan, and I almost had to drive to North Carolina to pick up the car because they were in such short supply, but I managed to get one from a local dealer. And it's really been great for us because we have been spending the last 2 years developing a very high performance belt for these things.
Right.
I mean, most of the guys, as soon as they buy these things, the first thing they do is start to modify them. And the belts that are in the market, there's some that are pretty good, but they are made for the stock machines.
Right.
And they don't really hold up when, I mean, some of these guys, this machine's 200 horsepower. Some of them boost the horsepower up to 400 or 500 horsepower. So the factory belts were not holding up. And that's what drove the development of it. And I was really happy that I bought this and got to use my own car to go out and do field development of the belt. Since then, I've extensively modified it because I started racing again at my ripe old age and having a really good time doing it.
Yeah.
And
what do you race this in?
I mostly in short course races in the Midwest. A lot of county fairs. They build up a bunch of jumps. Really very short racetrack that's in front of a big grandstand, but big crowds.
Yeah.
And a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And actually, unlike a lot of the motocross racing I've done, which is strictly for plastic trophies, these guys all race for money.
Right.
And the entry fees are a little higher, but you know, you can win your money back pretty easy if you finish on the podium.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good. Well, obviously you got the Dayco belt in here, but there's tons of other goodies that you put on. So walk us through, you know, what you've upgraded.
The biggest thing that I've upgraded on it, I put the one-piece doors on it. Those are from Hen Racing Technologies. They also did the clutch cover and some of the suspension parts. I have suspension on it from Assault Industries, Shock Therapy, and CA Technology products. Most of everything that I've done to it, just like the Dayco belt, is done to make the car more reliable, because the Can-Am really builds these things for a recreational user. And when you start racing them, of course, things start to break. And in any kind of off-road racing, you got to finish before you can get on the podium. So most everything I've done to it is to make it just more reliable and safer to drive. I've added a windshield to it too because I intend at some point in time to make the car street legal.
Yeah. Okay.
But I live in Michigan. We have 7,000 miles of trails there, so lots of opportunities for it. But again, all the modifications done to it have been mainly for reliability. I have done some engine modifications that are pretty minor.
Yeah.
Trinity Exhaust is one of my sponsors.
Okay.
And, you know, they gave me an exhaust system, and we've tuned it to work with the exhaust system. But these things are so fast. I mean, honestly, I think most people, that's why they get in trouble with them.
Right.
I feel confident driving it. And some of my coworkers that are motorcycle road racers, I feel confident with them driving it, but it's not a machine that you just hand the keys to somebody, because you can get out of hand pretty quickly.
Sure. Well, especially given what you're typically driving it in.
Right.
You know, it's not straightforward pavement.
No, you could drive this thing 75 miles an hour down a really rough trail, but all it takes is one wrong bump to put it upside down.
Absolutely.
So it's very interesting. But, you know, in doing the development work on this belt, we instrumented the car. It has a data recorder in it, so it not only records, there's a camera inside the clutch housing, it records the action of the clutch, but also it records the belt temperatures and data logs them. And that's been, I originally used to work in engineering and doing a lot of test work before I got into sales and marketing. And I really have had great fun actually doing the development work on this belt, because I got to go out and do it on my own machine, racing it or taking it to the dunes. But we feel like we've got a really groundbreaking product now, because we've reinforced the belt with aramid fibers and carbon fibers, so it's super, super strong.
Yeah.
And it's made directly for guys who have high performance machines that are modified.
Yeah, just like this one. And yeah, like you said, it's a nice combination of work and fun when you get to do stuff like that.
It's easy to be good at your job when you're doing something that you love, honestly. I mean, you know, people say, oh, you're so passionate about what you're doing. I said, but I'm a gearhead and I'm a racer. It's what I love to do. So, you know, it kind of fits right in. It really does.
Absolutely. Well, Jay, best of luck racing this season, and thanks again for your time.
Okay.
Guys, make sure you check out Dayco if you're in need of any belts for any of your power sports vehicles, and make sure you check out MPN for motorcycle and power sports content. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.